Right then, let's talk about Audi, shall we? Buckle up, because this is a ride through history you won't want to miss. Now, I know what you're thinking. German engineering, a bit sensible, probably owned by your accountant, but there's so much more to the story. But hold your horses, because Audi's story is anything but boring. It's a tale of innovation, passion, and a bit of drama. It all starts with a bloke named August Hawk, a proper petrolhead, with grease under his fingernails and a head full of ideas. He was a visionary in every sense of the word. Back in 1899, when cars were still figuring out how not to explode, Hawke started his own car company. It was a bold move in an era when automobiles were still a novelty. He called it "Wait for it, Hawke." Talk about backing yourself. His cars were a reflection of his ambition and craftsmanship. Hawke built beautiful cars, proper luxury stuff. These were not just vehicles, they were works of art on wheels, but like all good stories, this one has a twist. Success often brings challenges, and Hawke's journey was no different. He had a bit of a falling out with the board of directors. Don't you just hate it when that happens? It was a classic case of creative differences. So what did he do? He started another car company, obviously. When one door closes, another one opens, right? But there was a problem. He couldn't use his own name again. Legal issues, you know how it goes. This is where it gets clever. See, Hawk means listen in German. He needed a new name that still carried his legacy. And what's the Latin word for listen? You guessed it, Audi. It was a brilliant stroke of genius. It's like poetry, but with more horsepower. The name Audi was born, and with it, a new chapter in automotive history. And that, my friends, is how Audi was born. A name change, but the same relentless pursuit of excellence. From the very beginning, Audi was all about pushing boundaries and challenging the status quo. They were never content with just being good. They aimed to be the best. Porsche was obsessed with innovation, always striving to build cars that were faster, more powerful, and more luxurious than anything else on the road. His spirit of innovation set the foundation for Audi's future, and that's a spirit that still runs deep in Audi's DNA today. From their cutting-edge technology to their sleek designs, Audi continues to lead the way in the automotive world. Now, let's fast forward a bit to the 1930s, a decade of immense change and challenge. The global economy was in the toilet, and the German car industry was feeling the pinch. Factories were struggling and the future looked uncertain. So what did they do? They decided to team up like a supergroup of engineering excellence. It was a bold move, driven by necessity and a shared vision. This is where we get to the famous four rings, the symbol of Audi that we all know and love, or at least recognize. These rings represent unity and strength. Four car companies, Audi, DKW, Hawk and Wanderer, joined forces to create Auto Union. Each brought its own unique heritage and expertise. Think of it as the Avengers Assemble moment for German automotive engineering. It was a collaboration that promised innovation and excellence. Each brand brought its own strengths to the table, and together they created some of the most advanced and innovative cars the world had ever seen. Their combined efforts pushed the boundaries of what was possible. We're talking about groundbreaking stuff here. Supercharged engines, streamlined designs, the lot. These were not just cars, they were marvels of engineering. One of their most famous creations was the Auto Union Silver Arrow. This car was a testament to their engineering prowess. This beast was basically a rocket ship on wheels, dominating Grand Prix racing in the hands of legendary drivers like Bernd Rosemeyer. It was a symbol of speed and power. Imagine the noise, the speed, the sheer audacity of it all. The crowds were thrilled and the races were spectacular. It was a golden age for Auto Union, a time when they were at the very forefront of automotive innovation. Their legacy continues to inspire the automotive world today. But then, as it always seems to do, war came along and threw a spanner in the works. World War II brought the global car industry to its knees, and Auto Union was no exception. Factories were bombed, production was halted, and the future looked bleak. It was a dark time for the company, and for a while it seemed like the Audi dream might be extinguished forever. After the war, Germany was divided, and Auto Union's assets were scattered to the winds. The company was effectively dismantled, its glorious past seemingly lost to the annals of history. But the spirit of innovation, the relentless pursuit of automotive excellence that defined Audi, well, that's a bit harder to kill off. Now, you can't keep a good car down for long, can you? In the 1960s, a funny thing happened. Volkswagen, yes, the Beetle people, they stepped in and bought Auto Union. Now, at first it seemed like they were just interested in the company's production capacity. They even started making boring, sensible cars under the DKW badge. But behind the scenes, something special was brewing. A small group of engineers, former Auto Union men, they never forgot the company's glorious past. They dreamed of building exciting, innovative cars once again, and in secret they started working on a new engine, a four-stroke engine, a complete departure from what Volkswagen was doing at the time. This was a risky move, a real gamble, but these guys, they were determined to bring Audi back to its former glory. Section 5, Quattro Revolution, redefining performance and engineering, and boy did they succeed. The excitement was palpable among car enthusiasts and the general public alike. In 1968, the Audi 100 was launched, the first car to bear the Audi name in over 2 decades. This marked a significant milestone in the brand's history. It was a sleek, modern saloon powered by that revolutionary four-stroke engine. This engine was a marvel of engineering at the time. The Audi 100 was a hit, putting the brand firmly back on the map. It was a car that people wanted to own and drive. But the best was yet to come. The anticipation for what Audi would do next was building. In the 1980s, Audi unleashed the Quattro upon an unsuspecting world. Now, this wasn't just another car, it was a game changer. The Quattro was unlike anything the automotive world had seen before. The Quattro, with its revolutionary four-wheel drive system, rewrote the rulebook on performance and handling. It set new standards for what a car could achieve. It was like nothing anyone had ever seen before. Its design and capabilities were truly groundbreaking. Suddenly you could drive fast, really fast, in all weather conditions. Rain, snow or shine, the Quattro handled it all. The Quattro went on to dominate the world of rallying, leaving its rivals trailing in its dust. It was a force to be reckoned with on the rally circuit. It was a true icon, a car that cemented Audi's reputation for engineering excellence and cutting-edge technology. The Quattro's legacy continues to influence car design and performance to this day. Section 6, a design renaissance, from strength to style. But Audi wasn't content with just building fast cars. They wanted to build beautiful cars too. The 1990s saw Audi undergo a design renaissance. Gone were the boxy shapes of the past, replaced by sleek, elegant lines and a newfound emphasis on interior quality. Audi's design language became synonymous with understated sophistication, a perfect blend of form and function. They launched cars like the TT, a design icon that still turns heads today, and the A8, a luxury saloon that could rival the very best from Mercedes and BMW. Audi was no longer the underdog. It had become a major player in the premium car market, a byword for quality, innovation and desirability. Section 7. Efficiency meets performance, the dawn of a sustainable future. Now, any car maker worth its salt knows that the future is electric. But Audi, they're not just dipping their toes in the water, they're diving in headfirst. They've invested heavily in electric vehicle technology, and the results are already speaking for themselves. The e-tron, Audi's flagship electric SUV, is a technological tour de force. It's got performance to rival a sports car, a luxurious interior, and a range that'll silence even the most ardent range anxiety sufferer. But Audi's commitment to sustainability goes beyond just building electric cars. They're looking at every aspect of the car-making process, from the materials they use to the energy they consume to minimize their environmental impact. They're even using recycled materials in their cars. Who said saving the planet couldn't be stylish? Section 8, the electric revolution, pioneering a new era of mobility. Audi's vision for the future is clear: to create a world where sustainable mobility is accessible to everyone. They're not just building cars for the wealthy few, they're developing a whole ecosystem of electric vehicles, from compact city cars to high-performance SUVs, to meet the needs of every driver. And they're not stopping there. Audi is at the forefront of autonomous driving technology, developing systems that will make driving safer, more efficient and more enjoyable. Imagine a world where traffic jams are a thing of the past, where cars can drive themselves and where you can relax and enjoy the journey. That's the future that Audi is working towards, and it's a future that I, for one, am excited to be a part of. Section 9, the road ahead, a legacy of innovation and progress. So there you have it, the story of Audi. From humble beginnings to global domination, it's been quite a ride. But one thing's for sure, Audi's thirst for innovation, its relentless pursuit of automotive excellence, shows no signs of slowing down. They've overcome challenges, embraced change, and consistently pushed the boundaries of what's possible. And as we look to the future, one thing is certain. Audi will be right there at the forefront, shaping the future of mobility with its signature blend of performance, technology, and style. Because when it comes to cars, Audi doesn't just want to keep up with the times, it wants to define them.